Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. It's Miss Lena here from BGCP at the EPA Clubhouse. I'm here at the Clubhouse in the art room. I'm so glad to see all of you. We're super excited to be able to see some of you in person soon. We definitely miss having you in the Clubhouse and wish that we could see you in person. But for now, we're happy to bring you as much programming on YouTube Live and on Google Meets and all of the different virtual ways that we can until we can get you back in person. So today we're going to be continuing our 2 to 2:30 p.m. camp culture sessions for our K-8 students. As you already know, our theme for this year's camp culture is around the world. And that means that every day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll be discussing a different element of our global society and our global world. Today, what that means is that we're going to be doing a Throwback Thursday, which is going to be a little bit of a mini history lesson about a different place in the world. And we're going to do Throwback Thursdays every Thursday. They will be little history lessons. I promise they'll be fun and interesting, not boring history lessons that are super appropriate for your real life and have meaning to your everyday life. So let's get started with today. Today, we're going to start at home in California. So I made sure to get a globe earlier today so that we could see where California is. California is in North America, so we're in North America. California is where I'm sitting right now. It's where you're probably sitting right now. The Bay Area is within California. East Palo Alto is within California. Menlo Park, if that's where you live, is in California. Redwood City, all those places are in California. And California is along this coast of the Pacific Ocean in North America. I bought this just for camp culture, just so that we could use this every week. So California is right along here. It's super small. I don't think you can see it, but San Francisco is this little dot right there. And we're pretty close to San Francisco on the globe. You can see the world's actually a really huge place. So much more than what we're used to, and so much more than the places we get to visit. But California is this coast right here, and we're right about there. And what we're going to talk about today is how California actually used to be a part of Mexico instead of a part of the United States. So right now, California is a part of the United States. We are all sitting in the United States. We all live in the United States, but California used to be a part of Mexico. So the first thing we're going to talk about is borders. What is a border? A border, and I'm going to show you one on our globe. A border is any line that divides places. So you can see a border right here between what is now Mexico and what is now the United States. There's a border up here between what is now the United States and what is now Canada. And you can see that there are borders all around the world. They're drawn onto maps so that we can tell where countries start and end, where different places start and end. But borders take a lot of different forms, and borders aren't always drawn on. You can think of a lot of different things as borders, even inside the place that you're in now, your own home, your apartment, wherever you are right now, there's probably a border. So a door separating one room from another room, that's a type of border. A fence between your apartment or your house and a neighbor's apartment or a house is also like a border. And those are borders that you can see. They're right there in front of you. I can see this wall of windows behind me that separates the building that I'm inside right now from the outside. That's a type of border that I can see. But most borders between countries, you can't really see them. Most of them don't have walls, or they don't have fences, or they don't have lines on the ground like the lines that you see right here. Most of them don't have that, although some of them do have walls or fences or lines or other ways that you can see the border. But the big thing we need to know about borders is that humans made them. Borders are not natural. Most of them are not natural. Borders, most of them do not just like come from the sky. They're not naturally there. Most borders are made by human beings. So we're going to take a walk and we're going to see a type of border that humans made. We're going to go right now outside of the building and take a look at a border. Let's go. I know many of you missed it. We're doing a bunch of construction in the clubhouse, by the way. So the clubhouse will look different when you get to come back. But the border we're going to look at right now is the fence between the clubhouse and Los Robles. So this right here, this fence right here is a real world border, right? This is the fence between the clubhouse, which is right behind me, and the Los Robles McNair campus, which is right here. All of you are familiar with this. This is the campus, the school campus that's right next to us. And this border separates Los Robles McNair from the clubhouse. That's their property. It does not belong to us. This is our property, and it does belong to us. This fence is what separates those things. It makes it really clear to people that's theirs, this is ours. But the really cool thing about this border is that it has a door here. I don't actually know if this is unlocked. No, it's locked. But there is a gate along that fence that allows people to go through the border. And once we get back inside, we're going to talk about why that's important. I will also give you a little tour of all that's happened to the clubhouse. Okay, when you go in, you can see, look, we painted. It's different. The games room is all different. We're getting brand new floors. So what we just saw was an example of a human-made border. The fence between Los Robles and the clubhouse is a human-made border. But what's really cool, like I just said, about that border is that there's a door in it so that people can go back and forth. There are a lot of different openings in that border so that people can go back and forth. People aren't stuck on their side of that border because humans made it, which means humans can change it. We all have the opportunity to change that border whenever we want to. If we wanted to tear down that fence, we totally could. If we decided, along with Los Robles, decided that we didn't want that fence there anymore and we wanted to do all of our programming together, and that we wanted school to happen in the clubhouse sometimes and at Los Robles sometimes, and we wanted after school to happen in both places like it did a little bit last year when a bunch of you went after school back to that campus to have class, then it's like the border doesn't even exist and you can go back and forth through the border. So borders, particularly the ones that humans make, humans also can change. Which brings us to our facts today about how California used to be Mexico. So California wasn't the only state that used to be a part of Mexico. In the up until the mid 1800s, a bunch of states that are now a part of the United States used to be Mexico, including New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, parts of Idaho, parts of Oklahoma, Utah, Nevada, and I think that that's all of them. The United States now only has 50 states, and 10 of them used to be a part of Mexico. That changed in 1848 when the United States and Mexico agreed that Mexico would give some of that land to the United States, which changed the citizenship for a bunch of people. So people who used to live in Mexico and be Mexican citizens became a part of the United States. A lot of people were forced out at that point and weren't allowed to keep their citizenship, and a lot of things changed because a new government took over. So if you look at it on the globe, all of this used to be Mexico. This white line that's right here used to go all the way up here, and a huge chunk of what we think of as the United States now used to be Mexico. So I just think it's really, really important to think as we go through our around the world sessions, for the rest of this summer, and we're thinking about different places in the world, how all of those places only have lines in them and are only different from other places because humans decided that. And if we wanted to decide something different, if we wanted to change those lines, we could. Does that make sense to everyone? I hope it does. Next week, we are going to spend some time talking about different countries in Africa. Africa is right here. It's this huge continent, has a bunch of different countries in it. Sometimes people think it only has one country or that Africa is one country, but it's actually a ton of different countries. And we're going to spend some time talking about different countries in Africa next Thursday for our Throwback Thursday. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in to our camp culture session. I hope you have a great time in the rest of your elective classes today and that you are doing your wellness check-ins with the staff. We really miss having you in the building, and it's been great talking to you. Have a great day. Bye.